our objective was only to strike the terrorist targets, to take the revenge of this, what they have done to us. And we have no military aspirations, no intent to attack any military targets. So we can call it off here. But they, unfortunately, did not agree. They said, no, we will take a call. आपने हमें मारा है, अब हम मारेंगे, फिर देखेंगे, फिर बात करेंगे. These are kind of words they spoke. So we continued to be cautious. We knew they will do something. So that seventh, eighth night, if I can call it, eighth, ninth night, those 2 nights we had a lot of loiter munitions, drones, small scale weapons, some drones which were basically to saturate our systems at many of our airfields and many of the army installations that were spotted. Of course, that created a little bit of panic in the public around. The public around started spotting even low Earth orbit satellites and reporting them as drones. So the number of drones multiplied. Just imagine if there's a LEO satellite, let's say 4 or 5 of them, which are being spotted in one part of the city. For them, it will appear it is towards the east, and that chap reports, I see 4 towards my east, or very close to me towards this direction, or right over me, or something like that. And same thing is reported by 5 more people in the same city, from different corners, because it's like everybody reporting, I've got 1 sun in my area. And we keep adding and say, oh, there are so many suns over there today. So that is what happened that night, those 2 nights. So a lot of reports that we got were even these reports, and it was becoming very difficult to filter out. But our local commanders did exceptionally well. They were able to take charge of the situation, and many of the actual ones were neutralized using our own anti-drone systems, using our own even anti-aircraft guns were used to neutralize some of those drones which came over us. And what happened was, many of them were not weaponized, because when we realized that they were actually, either they were doing some kind of survey, or they wanted to saturate our system so that we can open our air defenses, open up our radars, and they can get some airlift from us. There were few of them which were weaponized, and our anti-drone systems really worked very well, and we were able to get rid of, we were able to survive those attacks without a single damage to our any of the installations. And in response, we also sent our loiter munitions to some of their radar targets or SAGW targets which were close to our bases, close to our border. And we did achieve some success in that. Some of them, of course, were sending videos back to us, so we could get that, the result immediately. Some of them, of course, we had to wait for our satellite imagery to come in. So we did achieve some success in that, and we kept ourselves very calibrated. We did not want to escalate unnecessarily, because for us, the immediate, the Operation Sindoor, the objectives were to take care of terrorist camps and terrorist infrastructure, and that was taken care of. We got intelligence report on the ninth evening, I will say, that they are planning something big. And next 48 hours are very critical. And also, we also decided that if they attack any of our installations, military installations, we are going to reply with military, attacking their military installations, which matter to them. So since we already had our plans ready, this point was debated, and both the CNCs involved, the air headquarters people, and the other services, we had taken a call that since they are mostly attacking us by Air Force assets, and my Air Force bases are under threat, we should respond without waiting, in case this continues tonight also. And sure enough, this time we had their attack on our airfields with not only just loiter munitions, some of long-range weapons. Their aircraft tried to penetrate our defenses. Our air defense systems have done a wonderful job. The S-400 system, which we had recently bought, has been a game changer. The range of that system has really kept their aircraft away from their weapons like, those long-range glide bombs that they have. They've not been able to use any one of those because they've not been able to penetrate this system. And during our first night, sixth, seventh night, also air defense system had ensured that when they did their repost, their fighter aircraft was threatened. That time they had come with some of those long-range weapons which they were able to penetrate into our defenses in Balakot time. If you remember, some of the army, some of the bombs had fallen very close to army area. But this time, since we were ready to use our long-range weapons of surface-to-air guided weapons, they were deterred. I think initially we found the build-up taking place, very massive build-up taking place. But once the first missile was fired from our side, from the ground, we suddenly found that that dissipation of that build-up. Also, we have some kills that we have got from our SAGW systems, because every time you fire a weapon on a track, you do get a feedback as to whether it is to be treated as a kill or not, because till when is that blip remaining and where is your missile going. So that I will talk about a little later. So 9th, 10th night again, a large number of their attacks on most of our airfields. The airfields like Adampur, Srinagar, Avantipur, they took the brunt of it actually. And many other airfields. From north to south, they tried to penetrate various classes of drones, including weaponized. We were able to neutralize most of their weapons by either countermeasures, some of them by using our air-to-air guns, as well as SAGWs. Systems like Akash and all have taken down many of their loiter munitions which have come in, the weaponized ones. None of their aircraft could come anywhere near the boundaries of Akash and even MR-SAM. All their aircraft were taken on by LR-SAM because they were trying to stay away, but still they were within our ranges at times, and that is the opportunity targets that we got. As far as our offensive was concerned, so that night we held no hold bar, we didn't have any hold bar, and we decided that we will go attack at Pan front, we will stretch his resources. And the idea was once again not to attack one particular airfield and decimate that airfield. Idea was to give him that feeling or give him that indication that, look, we can attack you deep inside at will wherever we want to. So if I can just sum it up, what we were able to get there at least 2 command and control centers in like Murid and Chaklala that I have shown you one of the pictures. At least 6 radars, some of them big, some of them small. 2 SAGW system that is in Lahore and Okara. Then, of course, runway at Sargoda and Rahimia Khan. 3 hangars that we attacked. One was, of course, Sukur, the UAV hangar, the Bholari hangar of AWNC, and Jacobabad, the F-16 hangar. And we have indication of at least 1 AWNC in that AWC hangar and a few F-16s which were under maintenance there. Apart from these, the SAGW systems, mostly from, I'm talking about fighter aircraft are from S-400. We have at least 5 fighters confirmed kills and 1 large aircraft, which could be either an Elint aircraft or an AWNC aircraft, which was taken on at a distance of about 300 kilometers. This is the actually largest ever recorded surface-to-air kill that we can talk about. And apart from, of course, this, there are a large number of UAVs, drones. There are some of their missiles which have fallen in our territory. We have recovered a lot of wreckage from this, which now is being studied so that we can make out what did they do, where were they launched from, what route did they follow, what kind of system do they have, whether they have, what I mean to say, what generation those systems belong to, what all features do they have. So that study is going on. and it is going on even in coordination with the DRDO. If required, we will also take some other industries' help for that. So I can say that it was, more of high-tech war which was fought. In about 88, 90 hours of war, we were able to achieve, so much of damage to their system that it was very clear in their mind that in this current situation, if they continue, they are going to continue paying for it more and more. So they have come forward and sent a message again through DGMO कि हम बात करना चाहते हैं, and which was accepted from our side. And when I say our side, is not just the Air Force, it's the joint decision that was taken, and it was taken even at the highest level. Why was that accepted? There have been a lot of debates which are going on.